What's up guys, my name is Jason. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to an interview of one of the most up-to-date analysts on Tesla. But when it comes to Tesla, not many analysts see what they're doing and improving and what they plan to keep on doing. And they just seem to be 2 steps behind all the time. At the moment, there's not a single analyst that I could say I remember them talking about Tesla's solar opportunity other than Kathy Woods and Ron Barron. And the solar opportunity is much bigger than the automotive one, and that's just a fact. 4 of the top 5 biggest companies in the world by revenue are energy companies, and I just wanted to share that piece of information before the video starts. But anyways, before the video does start, if you want to get started investing or you already do invest, go ahead and use the first link in the description to get a free stock from Robinhood when you open an account with them. Not only does it help me and the channel out, but you get a free stock that could be worth up to $200. But anyways, let's get back to the video.
We are going to be chatting Tesla right now. That stock is down about 1/3 of a percentage point right now. Now, that stock had been walloped earlier this week. So to chat more all about the electric vehicle company, we are joined now by Dan Ives, Wedbush Securities Managing Director. Dan, good to see you and to talk to you again. I first want to start with the snub that Tesla got from the S&P 500. I think a lot of people were expecting that it was going to be included. Why do you think that the S&P 500 said no?
Yeah, and we've talked about that. I mean, that was a shock to the street, and obviously you saw it in terms of the stock reaction. And look, and part of it is that it was viewed that they sort of checked every box. So the fact that they didn't get inclusion from an indexing perspective, you saw a lot of sort of momentum come out of the stock. Look, we do think that they will get in, whether it's next quarter or the quarter after. It's all about that profitability trajectory. Still more to prove in terms of the S&P 500 decision makers. But I think now, at least the stock, we can focus back on core fundamentals in terms of battery day and deliveries rather than what I view as maybe a bit of an overreaction this week.
Dan's right here. Tesla's inclusion into the S&P 500 index is inevitable. The index committee just didn't add them because they didn't think that the rally would hold up much longer, as well as them making a profit for the next quarter. It seems like they saw through all these short-term traders trying to make some quick money off of Tesla's inclusion, and they didn't want to see the share price tank after everyone decided to sell out the day that they were be announced into the index. Especially a company as big as Tesla, if they were to be added into the index and face insane selling pressure, that would leave a much bigger impact on the index than some $50 billion company.
So to that point about Battery Day, September 22nd, I believe, if I'm getting the date correctly, what are you expecting out of that day? And I saw in your note that you were calling it a potential game-changing battery. How so?
Well, I mean, for Tesla, when you think about what differentiates Tesla from every other EV player, domestically, internationally, it's, of course, the brand, the first mover advantage, Fremont, Giga, and, of course, Giga in Shanghai, Giga 3. But it's really the battery technology. And if you look, that's been a huge part of what Tesla's been working on over the last year in terms of battery technology and innovations, whether it's getting toward the million-mile battery, whether it's getting further price parity, which is very significant from especially when you compare it to traditional gasoline-fueled cars, as well as a third-party battery supplier. And I think part of why Tesla's treated different and valued differently, it's because of everything they've done under the hood in Fremont Giga. And I think once they lift the veil on that for Battery Day, I view as another incremental catalyst for the stock.
Now, don't get me wrong here, I'm very excited to see what Tesla and Elon Musk are going to be coming out with at Battery Day. But I feel like a lot of the excitement for Battery Day is actually priced into the stock or will be priced into the stock in the next coming days before Battery Day. So even if they do go above and beyond when it comes to their batteries and Tesla Solar, I feel like Tesla stock may not move that much higher. And if it does, I still think there's another wave of short-term traders that need to be flushed out. But I really hope I'm wrong and Tesla absolutely smashes it.
How much of a bad news do you think that could spell for GM and Nikola, which are now partnering? When I think of Nikola, I always think on some level, baby Tesla, obviously coming up after them. But Tesla right now, and has been for a long time, just by and large, way out ahead of all other competitors when it comes to innovation. How much more room do you think this is going to put between them and all the other competitors that are trying to come up behind them?
Look, I think this is a big enough ocean for more than one boat. So I think it just speaks to the overall EV market. When you look at GM and Nikola, obviously a lot of noise this week around that story, but ultimately, I mean, that was really a validation. And it speaks to, you look at GM, I mean, the tens of billions that they're going to spend around battery technology. Right now, it's an arms race in terms of the EV market.
Dan, That might be one of the stupidest things I've heard you say. My little brother can see that Tesla is years ahead of companies like Nikola, and he doesn't even pay attention to stuff like that. Nikola produces no cars. Tesla has produced and sold over 370,000 cars last year. NIO only sells their cars in China. Tesla is a global brand. Ford and GM say that the competition is coming. Tesla is still waiting. And speaking of GM, that deal with Nikola is absolutely pathetic. That just goes to show that you don't even believe in yourselves and your abilities as a company. Now, you may have won the deal, but come on, you're really gonna trust Trevor Milton? But the thing is, you wanna say it's an arm race? I'm sorry, I just can't watch the rest of this video anymore. If you guys wanna watch the rest of it, I'll link it down in the description. Dan, if you're watching this, which is a very slim chance that you are, I wanna say that you're one of the most up-to-date kind of analysts on Tesla. And to say that it's an arm race with Tesla is just a force. All I want to say is no one believed in Tesla until they saw how dominant they were becoming in the EV industry. But if you made it this far, you're a real one. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot. Also, don't forget to comment down below. Do you think the competition is here for Tesla? But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.